Top 10 Manhwa where MC is trained by supreme beings. Hey guys, today's topic is going to be really exciting. Can you guess it? You got that right. It is Manhwa where MC is trained by supreme beings. That's why I have decided to create a list of entertainment's manhwas where you will love to see MCs struggling. Let's talk about Manhwa where MC is trained by supreme beings. Manhwas are very popular because they provide you with the best entertainment. They make you laugh, cry, scream, etc. And one thing is for sure, you can't get bored of them. That's for sure. So before we begin, be sure to subscribe and like for more top 10s. Starting off with our number 10, the max-leveled hero will return. Davi El-Rune was the first prince of a very ordinary kingdom. His happy and peaceful childhood was shattered as the reality of his position had. With the assassination attempt on his life, he falls into a coma where his consciousness and soul travels to the paradise of heroes, a place where heroes of old are gathered. He goes through vigorous hell-like training through the help of these heroes and returns back to his body. Upon waking up, he vows to get revenge on those who made his life a misery with the help of the powers that he gained through his training by the heroes he had been taught by. The weak prince of an insignificant country, Dave. After becoming comatose, his soul escaped to a temple where the souls of heroes gathered. He trained for 1,000 years and has now returned as a max-level hero. Just you guys wait. I'm going to face you all head-on. The refreshing story of David's royal life and revenge has just begun. Number 9. 990k X Life Hunter. Really interesting. The plot is classic. Dungeon, Hunter, rank, from F to the top. But the way the main character becomes stronger is interesting. As a F-rank hunter, Kang Hyunjun struggles to make a living in a world where dungeons exist and monsters are real. But after repeatedly failing to pull his weight in raids and being chewed out by fellow party members, his self-esteem hits rock bottom. To make matters worse, his girlfriend, who has climbed the ranks during their time together, dumps him on their one-year anniversary. When Hyunjun returns home that night in a drunken haze, he finds himself walking into a dreamscape instead of his humble studio. There, a man claiming to be one of his past lives offers to make him stronger. But as the saying goes, if there is no pain, there is no gain. Will Hyunjun be able to endure multiple trials and finally obtain the strength he so desperately desires? I am really enjoying it. It has an interesting concept with the past lives which I really enjoyed. He becomes strong by things that we haven't seen before. Number 8. Wizard of Arsenia. The manhwa is a complete ripoff from D&D, but I actually like it a lot more than D&D. It's quite funny and really interesting. It has a good storyline and world building. It's really a good read if you want MC trained by some strong like a dragon, then you can check this out. Really good, and that's for sure. Number 7. Overpowered Sword. This manhwa has just released and it already looks good to me. The protagonist of a story is always decided from the start. No matter how hard the supporting role tries, they will just be supporting role in the end. Then, a moment came where all of that changed. Leon, do you think you are qualified? The holy sword that was supposed to choose the hero of the oracle came to him. What? You are untalented, poor, and have no connections? Don't worry, the hero who can resolve anything with the holy sword is here. There was a period when I thought like that too. This is where Leon's story as the hero begins. For now, it's really good. Let's see where this will go. Number 6. Swordmaster's youngest son. This manhwa has a very nice art and a story based on swordsmanship. If you are reading Talent-Swallowing Magician, then this has a similar initial plot, only that here it is swordsmanship instead of magic as the main plot. Jin Ronkandel is the youngest son of the greatest sword master. After he gets himself kicked out of their clan, he meets a tragic fate. But before he dies, a god gives him a second chance. Now, he must use his new power for good. Will Jin become the world's strongest sword master and live up to his greatest potential? You don't need to read many chapters to get hooked to this, because this has a good pace and the plot is very good and promising. Moving on to our number 5, Dungeons and Artifacts. The plot is similar to others, but the execution is next level. The author has done an extraordinary job at executing the plot. The characters are good and have their own backstory. Action is consistent and is amazing. Looking forward to reading more chapters. A dungeon guiding geek goes sideways for explorer Stitch Atelier when the prince who hired him tricks him into activating a fatal curse. But instead of staying dead, Stitch is resurrected by a silent artifact that offers him a deal that may help him get his revenge. To hold up his end of the bargain, Stitch sets off a long journey of raiding dungeons, slaying monsters, and making new enemies and friends along the way. It's a good one to recommend to those who like this type of manhwas. Number 4. Heavenly Demon Instructor. The story is a rather classic and typical overpowered MC with RPG themes. But with a certain twist, the MC has an instructor that he must follow to become stronger. The RPG theme also goes well with the instructor twist, but the rest of the story is a typical overpowered MC RPG themed series. The MC gets noticed by powerful guilds and is seek to get recruited. In a world where superpowered heroes fight extra-dimensional monsters, Yunsu is just a puny supporter without any powers. That is, until a godlike grandmaster named Chunma from the medieval past shows up out of nowhere and becomes Yunsu's teacher. Visible to no one else, Chunma secretly tutors Yunsu in the way of the fist. But when his new powers force him to join the battle against the monsters, Yunsu is thrust into the front seat of a wild adventure, with Chunma along for the ride. If you got nothing else to read or do with your life, this is the manhwa you should read. Number 3. The Player That Can't Level Up. Clearly, this is a good beginning. I hope it keeps up with the pace. Moreover, I really appreciate the art which perfectly fits with the plot. Although the plot is quite classic, a solo leveling like the way the story progresses is original. When Kim Ki-gyu received his invitation to become a player, a unique ability player at that, he thought his struggles were over. But no matter how hard he tries, he just can't seem to get past level 1. After 5 years of working as a guide on the lower floors of the tower, he's finally discovered his ability to link with the egos and raise his stats. As his new skills unlock adventures in unexplored gates, Kigyu gets his chance to defy expectations and show the world that rank isn't everything. The story seems really interesting. Art and characters are really well made, so I really recommend it. Number 2. Talent Swallowing Magician. One of the best manhwa right now, and that's for sure. Elric Melvinger, the sole heir of the prestigious magic family. Though he possessed innate talent, he had too much talent and as such, could not learn magic. However, he then received a blessing left by his ancestors. Eat demons, swallow demons, drink demons, continue to keep accumulating demons within yourself and achieve new magic. Reach a height so high that no one will ever reach me. This one is actually pretty solid fantasy manhwa. The art is pleasing to the eyes. The main character is calm and collective. The story has a kick to it. The main character can receive powers by absorbing high-grade demon kings. And finally, number 1. The beginning after the end. This manhwa is underrated. I don't know why, but it's keep getting better and better as the chapter goes. King Grey has unrivaled strength, wealth, and prestige in a world governed by martial ability. However, solitude lingers closely behind those with great power. Beneath the glamorous exterior of a powerful king lurks the shell of a man, devoid of purpose and will. Reincarnated into a world filled with magic and monsters, the king has a second chance to relive his life. Correcting the mistakes of his past will not be his only challenge. However, Underneath the peace and prosperity of the new world is an undercurrent threatening to destroy everything he has worked for, questioning his role and reason for being born again. If you want some manhwa that can really hook, then you can't miss this one. Well, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and our list. If you did for real, make sure you slap that like button and get that like button go to blue. And also feel free to head to the comment section and let us know your thoughts about this video too. And as for now, I will catch you guys later. See ya!